everybody? I'm Bobby Jarrell.
I'm Marthea.
And this is
No Filter.
So, how you doing today?
It's Thanksgiving.
Yes, it is.
And I'm full.
You cook?
I did a ham.
Oh, okay.
My mom used to do the ham all the time, so what did you cook?
Well, I'm wondering what my piece of ham at or something like when you cook ham, like. Nah, I ain't cook. I made some. I did a cake and a banana pudding. It's in the freezer. I got you.
Okay.
I got you. I got you.
I like banana.
Clearly, you ain't get me with no ham, but it's cool though. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry, friend.
Anywho,
I'll bring you a bite.
Okay. You had a lot of family over?
Yes. Well, my grandparents and my dad, everybody comes to my house now. So it was just a good time with family. It's always bittersweet, but
I completely understand. So, all right, today's topic on this good old giving of thanks. Because I think it's a good topic for today.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say.
Because there's some very ungrateful people in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So before we even get into the topic, let's get a quick word from one of our sponsors. If you're in Louisiana and you're looking for a realtor, call Jenica N. Smith with First Priority Real Estate. Jenica works in the following areas: Lafourche, Terrebonne, St. Mary, Assumption, Baton Rouge and surrounding areas, and New Orleans and surrounding areas. You can reach Jenica at 985-790-7336 or by email at jsmithlarealtor@gmail.com. So again, for all your real estate needs, call Jenica. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to No Filter. So our topic for today is ungrateful mother. No, I'm just playing. Our topic is one-sided friendships. What does, when you think of one-sided friendships, what does that mean to you?
Where I give, and don't receive anything back. And not to say that a friendship has to be where you take,
like a 50-50?
Yeah. But, I mean, if I'm just trying to put in all the work and just, it's always me doing and I'm always coming to your house or, I'm always supporting you, that's one-sided.
Yeah, it is.
That's very one-sided.
It's very one-sided. And so, for me, I feel the same. And I think over the years, I had to ask myself, was I being a good friend? You know what I mean? And because, in my younger days, I feel like, I was a good friend in the sense of anytime you needed me, I was there.
Right.
If you needed money, anything that I'm a giver, because I'm a Cancer. Cancers are very emotional, but they're nurturers, and that's how I am. And so it's like even with friendships, I was always trying to give and trying to please and make people happy. And then I'll sit back and I'll be like, well, damn. Like, what about me? Like, what kind of friendship is this? And I started looking at it like, okay, are people trying to use me? Like, do you really want to be my friend?
Right.
Or do you want to just use me?
Right.
So, how do you deal with that? Like, do you have any one-sided friendships in your life right now?
No.
No?
Just
make sure.
No.
Don't want to hurt any feelings.
Right. No, because the older I've gotten, bye.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you get to a point where you reevaluate who's in your life and who you keep in your life. And I'm at that point where if it's not a 50-50 thing and we can't support one another
but for me,
I don't need you.
For me, it don't have to be 50-50. It doesn't have to be 50-50. It's like there has to be some give and some take. Like you can't be just taking, and I'm giving. And because at the end of the day, everybody may not be in the same place financially or whatever. And so I think that sometimes as a friend, I can say, okay, you can't do some of the things that I want to do, or I can't do some of the things you want to do. That don't mean that we're not friends. I'm going to still be there. I'm going to still be supportive. I'm going to still be a good friend. But when it comes to, let's say like, I'm gonna give a scenario. You know, I love giving scenarios, right? Let's say you and I we're doing a new show called No Filter. And we got like friends that we're close to.
Right.
But yet they don't show support. Even when it's free support. And then like I look back and I'm like, what kind of friend are you?
Right.
If you somebody that I look at and I say, okay, if you ask me to go drive off a cliff and try to find Barney in a ditch behind Walmart at 3:52 in the morning, I'm gonna be there.
Right.
But I can say, hey, can you share a video? Hey, can you like this? Hey, can you tell people? And they don't do it.
Guess we'll see if we got some one-sided for the show.
Would you consider that as one-sided?
No, I would.
And it's hurtful, you know what I mean? Like,
especially for close friends, because you have associates. And
so keep on. I'm sorry.
and you have your close friends, so I would definitely side eye the close friends. But and it's in regards to the 50-50, I know we may not be on the same level of what we can give and what we can take, but as long maybe I can give you love and a shoulder, and maybe you can give me money, I still feel like that's still
exactly
a good balanced relationship.
Yes, because like support is not always about financial. Like I said, I didn't want to talk about a certain person.
Go ahead.
I had my back. Anyway, okay, so I thought I was friends with a person, and this is my side of the story, because you know, like there's always
two sides.
There's
and then
there's like the two sides, and then there's like the middle ground of truth. And I'm telling this from my perspective. They may not see it from my perspective, and that's cool. So
give me your perspective.
I was, friends with a person, and it's in 2019, and going into 2019, we kind of started like separating a little bit, and I was in the process of doing my show, The Soldier's Wife, which can be found on YouTube. The Soldier's Wife stage play, written, directed, produced, all of the above, played a part in all of those.
And go look at it.
Yes,
because it was good.
The show is available on YouTube. You're so nice.
I was there.
Yeah, she was.
It was good.
Hopefully she'll be in the next one, maybe. But anywho, so going into the show is it's like in that moment we kind of just were separating. I know they were starting a new job venture. They just finished school, and I'm understanding of that. I'm like, okay, you're busy. You got things going on.
Right.
Now, I started writing this show. Well, I finished the show writing it in 2015, 2016.
Okay.
So it's almost a 3-year time span. And within that time, I've known this person. Because I've known this person since 2013.
Okay.
The end of 2013.
Okay.
So this is a while.
Solid, stable.
This is a while now. And over the course of the years, this person was supportive in the sense of, oh, you should do it. I think it'll be great. Like, don't give up on your dream. Like you should make it happen. So coming up to the show, like a couple of months before, they didn't share any post about the show. None of that. Didn't like anything about any posts when I was promoting the show. None of that. So the night before the show.
Like nothing? Like, wait a minute, nothing?
To my knowledge, no. I don't remember them sharing anything about the show. So leading up to the show, the night before, they sent me a text message, and it was like, hey, I purchased my ticket. I'm on call, but I might not be able to make it. So I might not be able to make it to the show. I was like, okay, thanks. Cool. Show came. They weren't there. Then, let me finish. So I go on Facebook, and I see posts because the show was on Sunday. I see posts from a Sunday Fun Day. So you could make it to the show, but yet you went to a Sunday Fun Day.
And wasn't even trying to be discreet about it.
Didn't care at all. And so for me, it was like, no hard feelings at all. Because even before that, I've done, we met doing a stage play and stuff. That's all. We just leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that. You just take a sip. You take a sip. That one deserves a sip. Anywho, so over the course of the time that I've known this person, like I've done several different stage plays, and it was always, I don't have the extra money, I won't be able to make it. And so I'm thinking, okay, these are other people's shows, that's fine. You don't want to come to support me in other people's shows, that's fine.
Right.
But I'm like, this is my baby.
Right.
This is something that I've wanted to do since I was 14 years old.
Right.
This is something for the last four years or so that you've been a part of my life, that you've known about, that you've known been in the works.
Been on a journey.
And you couldn't come and support. And for me, like being a nurturer and a giver and a carer that I am, if they would have been like, hey, I don't have the extra money right now, I'd be like, you're good.
Right.
Like, I got you.
Couldn't you have seen who bought tickets?
Yeah, I was able to see it. I was able to see everybody who bought tickets. I saw all of that. So I'm like cool. And then they had a partner who was like, oh yeah, I'll be there supporting, I'll be there. So I'm like, okay, if you had to work, that's fine. Like, why couldn't your partner come? And so then, okay, fast forward, like I remember, like I made a few posts on Facebook, like being in my feelings and stuff like that. And it wasn't just that one person; it was other people that didn't support. But before I go on, talking about support and stuff like that, like I'm not saying that people didn't support.
Right.
Like it was a nice crowd in that building. You know what I'm saying? It was support. So like it made me feel good. Like that, the few people that I thought would, that didn't, it's like okay, I'm good. But anyway,
that's the hurtful part. Even though you celebrate,
it's like there's like some of the people that you want to be there. Yeah. So I had so a couple of days later, like a couple of weeks, months, I don't remember the time frame. They made a post saying that people get upset when you don't be there for them, like you don't have your own life to live and stuff like that. And I'm like, there's a difference between you living your life and not being there because you're living your life. But it's like that's a choice. You had, because I started promoting this show in November.
Right.
The show was in April.
Right.
You had plenty enough time to be like, hey, can I switch with you on this day because I got something to do? I got to be there for my friend. And so that right there, that showed me, okay, this is what kind of friendship this is. And it's like, I can't be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that. And I know I'm taking up all the time.
No, because my question is, are y'all still...
No, but like we haven't talked since the night before the play, which was April 19th or something like that,
when
2019.
Or when they called and text and said that.
So it's been over almost a year and a half to almost going on 2 years.
Not even through this climate. No checkup to see.
We were friends on Facebook. I looked one day and we weren't friends. Went to the partners page. We weren't friends.
Oh.
So I'm like, what did I do that was so bad?
That was just God removing.
Exactly. And it's like in the beginning phase of like after it happened, I was hurtful because I'm like, I looked at them as a friend. Only to find out that clearly we were.
Right,
you know?
Right. Aww. Well, you had so many people that
I did. Like I was and it's like
it was so good, y'all. The play was so good and so funny and just you gotta go check it out.
YouTube, The Soldier's Wife stage play. My page is about the Bobby Jarrell, so check it out. But you know, for me, it's one of those things where I think Tyler Perry, because I started loving Tyler plays because of Tyler Perry. I love Tyler Perry plays, and I remember seeing The Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
The play.
Yes. I'm not a fan of the movie.
I like all the plays.
But I remember seeing that and I'm thinking to myself like, dang, I want to be on stage. That's what I want to do.
Right.
Is be on stage, not just acting, but writing, directing, producing. Like when the lights hit a certain way, I'm like, I wonder why they put the lights like that. Why are they doing that?
Yeah.
But it's, you know, for me, it's like, as I've grown and I watched Tyler Perry plays, and one of the plays he said about, you know, some friends being roots. Some friends being the branch, some friends being the leaves. And as I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize that how true that is.
Right.
Now, sometimes I used to get confused because I would think that somebody was a branch, a root, because they've been around for a while.
Right. But they was just a branch.
They was just a branch. They was one of those seasonal friends. They wasn't a lifetime friend. Some friends, they could be in your life for several seasons.
Right.
But that don't mean they're a lifetime friend. They just seasonal. They just been around for a few seasons.
I mean, Of course, on Facebook with a lot of the things that I've done and being in plays and modeling and things like that. I keep not really just a tally, but
you write them down?
No, but I keep a mental, like a mental thing of
yeah, definitely. You didn't like that.
I thought that we were really cool, and I'm not really that type of person where if I do this I expect something back. Yeah. But I'm just like over time, like I feel like I've supported everybody I'm associated with, and I want that same support back. If you feel like, oh man, she's doing her thing, let me just support her, share something or whatever. So I keep a mental journal. But at the end of the day, it really does go back. Your friends, yes, the word, you can get the word out, but like literally what God has for you will happen. And so I'm the type of person, I'm a Scorpio.
Okay.
So if you make me mad.
The bridge just burst. Like, is it done?
If you make me mad, I really don't have to talk to you anymore.
I would get. And as a Cancer, like Cancers are emotional. Like people could talk about a Cancer all day long. They'd be like, oh, they too emotional, they too this, that, and the other. For me, I will give you my last. But when I get to that moment when I say I'm done with you,
right.
I am done. Yeah. It takes a lot to get there.
Yeah.
So for anybody that's gotten there in my life, it's like you put that up on yourself.
Yeah. And so let me just speak on this part of one-sided friendships. And I'm growing, so I can admit my faults, right, or whatever. So I did have to learn how to be a better friend to the people around me.
Yeah.
I know that I wasn't perfect, but I think if a friendship is meant, you do the work, both parties do the work to make that friendship grow and be stable, continue to flourish. So I can admit to maybe not always being the best, not always communicating the right way, because like I say, I'm a Scorpio, and if you make me mad or I feel some type of way, you won't hear from me.
But see, I think with that is like it's one of those things I had to learn also, because like over the years, like I've worked like part-time sometimes, and so I've had a lot of extra time. And so like I have friends that will be working, or associates that will be working a lot, and I'm texting like, text me back. Why you didn't text me back? And I had to learn as I've gotten older and being in school and being busier that sometimes people just aren't available. But I feel like you should be able to communicate that though, because some people don't. As a friend, I should understand. Okay, I know my friend busy, my friend grinding. Let me respect that. Right. But at the same time, on the other side of that, you have to be able to say, okay, hey, I know I haven't seen you in a while. Let me make an effort. And if you're not making an effort, that means, to me, that's one-sided friendship. You ain't doing your part. Yeah. So it's like you can be busy. We can hang out once every 2-3 months and enjoy that time when we together, but you have to make that effort.
And I had to learn that. I had to learn, because I don't have a lot of friends. I don't have a lot of close friends that I share a lot of things with. And so I had to learn, especially with my best friend, and she's probably going to watch this.
How long y'all been friends?
We've been friends for 15 years.
Okay.
We met at U of H. So we've been friends for 15 years. And she's like my sister. So I feel like when she like gets in a relationship or something, or doing things with her kids, I'm like, but I'm your friend, like I'm your best friend, like we need to do this and that together. And so I am learning that learning the place of, hey,
hey, my dear best friend. So let me ask you this. Do you feel like, does she make that effort to say, okay, I haven't seen you in a while. I know I've been busy, you've been busy, so let's...
Ooh.
No.
No, that came at the wrong. No, but no. With all honesty, we had to work through some stuff. Mm-hmm. It was like we were like literally, we had to work through some stuff, and it was a lot of things with me. Yeah. Just knowing how to be a better friend, because I felt like if I love you and I show you my loyalty, that's my thing. I'm so big of if you need me, I'm there. I felt like if I did all of that, then like, what more did you need from me? But you do need a better communicator. You do need So I'm learning. I mean, we're good.
And I think with that, it's like y'all been friends for 15 years. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you're not the same person you were 15 years ago. Right. So it's like, and sometimes like when you grow, like you may start here together, and one person like grows this way, and the other person grows the other way. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we get on this idea and this mindset of, okay, I still need you to be over here with me when they're over in another place and they needed other things. And it's like the truth of I guess the true way to tell whether a friendship is real or not is if y'all still find that middle place to be friends. Right. Like for me, like I wrote down losing yourself and losing people, losing yourself within people, and I think I saw this on Facebook, and it was basically like, don't lose yourself for other people. You know what I mean? And it's something that I kind of wanted to change who I am and change the way I did things to make other people happy, and be friends with people, and realizing that, okay, maybe we just not meant to be friends. Like we can talk on the phone for 3 hours every night, but that don't mean that outside of that we need to be anything more. And I think like sometimes with friendship, like I used to think, we friends, we need to hang out, I need to come to your house, you need to come to my house, we need to do things, I need to know your family. Sometimes it's just good to have somebody, okay, I can go to you when I need somebody to talk to. Exactly. I can go to you when I want to go eat out or whatever. And that doesn't mean that y'all are friends and best friends. It's just like a form of friendship, in my opinion. In my opinion.
And it goes back to, having a balance in a friendship. And, I think when you get older, you realize who's in your life for what thing you need. Yes. For what certain, aspect. Because I have friends that I've been friends with for years, and we've just recently gotten really close, and I think her mom died and everything, and I think with that happening, we've gotten so close because we now have something to share, and it's just at a certain point in life, you just know who needs to be in your life.
Yeah, definitely. So like I had another situation. I was friends with I had somebody I thought was a friend at the time, and they had their best friend, and I did not care for the best friend. And so I remember one time we went to Dallas. This was like 2012 or so. Okay. And so we went to Dallas, and me and best friend got into it, and I'm like, bro, I don't F with you like that. Like,
the friend. Yes, the other friend.
My friend, best friend. And so this to show, and mind you, he's older than me. So at the time, he was like, well, that's fine. He's like, y'all could just be friends. Like, we don't have to be friends anymore. And I'm like, no. Like, I'm not saying y'all, that's your best friend. Right. I'm not telling him not to be your best friend. Right. It's just, we just don't have to hang out.
Yeah.
But as time went on, like me and my friend stopped being friends. Oh. And I'm like just because I don't like your best friend, that's the mindset people have. If we all can't be friends and none of us need to be friends, that's fine. I'm good with that.
So here's a question. I think we kind of like got off of the one-sided friendships and we're just talking about friendships.
I think all of
it. No, but this is my question. So how do you feel about, your friend having a friend that you don't really click with or associate with? How do you make that balance with that friend? Because I'm pretty sure, well, you said that friend, y'all aren't talking.
Yeah, really.
But some friends are like, but no, let's just all kind of.
And see,
what do you think about that?
It has to be a level of respect.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if it's a function where, okay, it's your birthday and everybody going out to dinner, I'll go.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's just, oh, let's go hang out, let's go eat, let's go get drinks or something.
Right.
No, like, no. I'm not, I can't vibe with them. Mm-hmm. And it's like, and it's hard because you don't want somebody to, like, I don't want anybody to choose. His best friend wanted him to choose, and clearly he chose, and that's perfectly fine. Like, I'm good. I'm good. Like, it's good. It's all good. But for me, I've learned. I'm at the point, where, especially now as I've gotten older, I'm not trying to conform to be in a space.
Right.
Like, if I have to change who I am to be in a space and to be around certain people, that means I don't need to be in that space, and I don't need to be around those people. Yeah. And if they don't like me for whatever reason, then that's them. Mm-hmm. Now, okay, so I hate having this, like, talking about this particular thing that I'm about to talk about, because I feel like it makes me sound arrogant. Oh. And I'm not an arrogant person. Like I think some people might think I'm arrogant. I don't know. But back in my younger days, a couple of years ago, like, I was a little bit slimmer. I didn't have all this too much, a little bit more, like, you know what I'm saying?
You still look good. Like, you still look good, Savannah. You still look good, Savannah.
So, shoot. Anyway, so, I've had friends, or close associates, I'll say, that when we were close associates, I'm like, okay, we're hanging out, going out, doing different things, and having personal conversations and stuff. And somehow that personal conversation went into a thing of, could you see us being together? And I'm like, I just want a friend. Mm-hmm. I just want a friend. Mm-hmm. And over time, like, me saying, nah, I see you as a friend, like, the friendship kind of just fizzled away. And these were, like, I ain't gonna say how many different people, but it's been several people that I've had this same situation with. And it's like I just want to be friends.
But they maybe just like your vibe, and over time, that's the level that they wanted to take it with you.
So, okay, does that mean that the friendship portion of it wasn't real? Like, was that their intention of, okay, maybe once he get to know me, then he'll like me that way?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think, in my opinion, everything starts based upon a friendship, right? Okay. And over time, maybe that person's feelings grow and things like that. Maybe the relationship fizzled out because of the rejection. Yeah. Or, like... So okay, but that's the part I'm confused about, because for me, but I'm a Cancer, so I just love people. And I love Cancer.
But it's like, for me, it's like, okay, if the friendship portion of it was real, even if it doesn't become anything more, like, I feel like that relationship, that friendship portion should have still been the same.
But the feelings were different.
So that's the thing, like, the feelings had to be different early on.
Oh, but no, over time, not early on. Over time, when they came to you and said that they were feeling you on a different level, I think those feelings changed over time. And at first, maybe they didn't look at you as that, but I mean, when they were around you more and things like that, maybe in their mind they were like, I could see myself with this person. And I mean, y'all, like, Cancers have good vibes. So I can see it.
I just wish that...
So let me ask you this. Was it your intention for them to...
Like me?
Yeah, like, what were you doing? Or, how was your conversations or something for them to go from friendship to wanting to be with you?
So I'm the type of person where if as a friend, I'm there and I'm supportive. I'm like, if you ask me to come help you move, I'm gonna come help you move, and I'm gonna try to be the best friend that I could possibly be. And I think that nurturing side and that caring side, people appeal to that. And it's not saying that I'm doing it for the show, to try to make you want more.
Right.
I'm just doing it because that's just how I am. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I don't feel like it's anything that I did.
Because you were in a relationship.
Like before that?
No, during this time.
No.
No? Okay.
So I've lost so many friends since being in a relationship?
Well, let's get into that one. So this brings me to this question. What do you think about friendships and, relationships in regards to when you get in a relationship and, how you move with your friends, or how does your partner deal with your friends?
I think it has to be like a respect thing, but at the same time, if I'm like friends, not just one-sided friendship, like if I'm like friends with somebody and I'm dating somebody and they're like, oh, I don't like this person because X, Y, and Z, if it's a legitimate concern, then that'll be in the back of my mind.
Okay.
If it's just a thing of, oh, you don't talk to me no more because you're with this person or you're doing this, then it's like, okay, that's not really a legitimate concern, but at the same time, I'm going to be there for my friend. And that's just me. That's just who I am.
Right.
I will stretch myself thin to make sure that the people that I care about are happy. So if I'm with somebody and I haven't seen my friend in 3 weeks and they calling me like, hey friend, I haven't seen you. We need to hang out. What's going on? Like, I got you. I'm free such and such date. That's your day. I'll leave my partner at home. Like that. He don't need to come.
Right. And the thing about it is I'm not in a relationship, so I don't, it was just a question, but, how does that work with, being in a relationship and then having your friendships and, making time for your friendships and, And
that's the thing is like the keywords there is making time. Because, and you have to still make sure that you are nurturing the friendships just as much as you're nurturing the relationship.
Right.
And if you got a friend that you're there that's been there for however long and been a part of your life and that's been supportive, you got to make sure that you're putting that person in a spot in your life. You can't just say, okay, I'm in a relationship now, I'll deal with you whenever I can.
Yeah.
And to me, that's just not fair.
Yeah, and that's like, one-sided.
And exactly. That's what like that's what it was. Like it may be two-sided for a while, but then like people go in and out of like phases in their lives where it's like, okay, if I'm in a relationship now, then I'm not in a relationship or whatever, and it has to be consistent.
Right.
Now I can understand. Oh, you working, you in school, you in a relationship now, you don't have as much time, we can't go clubbing every weekend, we can't go out for drinks every other day. Understandable. Yeah. But you have to make an effort to still be there for your friend.
Right. And that's my whole thing. Now, I am a consistent friend. Okay. I'm not one to deal with change. Like I said, I'm a Scorpio, so I don't really like change. When I'm in a groove and I'm rocking it with someone who, for one, I've been vulnerable with, because closed off, y'all. The Lord working on me, but just with, I just like consistency, and things. I'm learning, and that's the whole thing with living and friendships and relationships. You grow and you guys work through things with that. But I don't like change too much. And if I've been, rocking with you and we've been consistent, and I'm learning how to deal with the change better. I might say a little better.
Okay, so this is my thoughts.
Okay.
being consistent is hard when you are living your life. Mm-hmm. And a lot goes on. Like there's some days where I'm available, I'm free, and I'm there. Mm-hmm. And then there's days where I'm like busy with schoolwork and work and relationship and all of that. And so I still try to make sure that I foster the relationships, but at the same time, it's like I'm at a place in my life now where I'm super busy, and that consistency kind of fades a little bit. So for me, I know we talked about like off camera a little bit, topics, things that we can do to like tools that we can use to work on the relationships and the friendships and things like that. For me, I would say being open and honest. And sometimes it's like like when you have like certain friends that you kind of like, you may have that friend that you go to for like several different things, and you may get upset when you need that person for a certain reason. Like, okay, I need to vent. This is what happened with my boo, or this is what happened at work, and that's the person you go to.
Right.
And you may get upset when it's like, okay, I need you right now, but you're not available. So you have to be able to say, hey friend, I need you sometime between today and next week. Like, we need to sit down because I need to talk. I need to be there. Right. And
go ahead.
No, I'm good.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm good.
No, but no, I was just getting ready to say that's I mean, different people have to work through that, because I know it is some that are like, well, if they didn't answer at that time, forget it, you know. So that's what I just wanted to say on that.
Yeah, but overall, like for me, like I said, I've had some people who I thought were friends that turned out not to be friends. Some people I, really was like, okay, dang, I really wish there's some friendships I wish I would have still had. And even like some relationships, like me growing as a person, I look back and I'm thinking like say like the relationships, and like just like it's kind of off topic a little bit, but I remember I was hanging out with this guy, and he asked me, could he make me happy? At the time, like I was fresh out the military, I hadn't been out that long. And I just was in a bad place. Okay. Like emotionally, mentally, and physically. And so my answer was no. Looking back, I realized that he didn't mean it in the sense of changing the personal things I had going on, but just being a part of my life and being happy with him being a part of my life. And I look back and I'm like, my response was wrong. And I think about that when it comes to friendships. Like, how many times have I lashed out because they haven't been there when I wanted them to be there? Or they didn't respond the way that I wanted them to respond. And for me, growing as I've gotten older, it's sometimes you got to look back and say, okay, I was wrong. I could have done that differently. And then sometimes you got to look back like it was just meant to be. Like it wasn't meant to be. Or it was meant to be for us not to be. Whatever it is.
And it takes growing, I can say that I'm growing into trying to, hear different friendships out. Yes. And even in growing in those friendships, I mean, I'm just growing, loving me. So loving myself is able to kind of know what I'll tolerate. And what I won't tolerate.
And with that, I think like when it comes, like you think you may be in like infomercial. If you think you may be in a one-sided friendship, here are steps that you can take to figure out exactly what to do. But no, I think for one, if you calling them, you texting them, they never call you, they never text you, you might be in a one-sided friendship.
Yeah, if it's always that shoot, you always having to reach out to them and tell them, hey, you're making me feel this way. Hey, this is how I'm feeling, and can we change this and change that? And they don't. And
I think it's okay. It's okay to cut ties. Like is it tides or ties? Ties, not tides. Ties. And like sometimes, like, you know, like, oh, we've been friends for so long, and you know, I don't want to lose them. Sometimes it's okay to let people go, because for me, I posted this on Facebook a while ago, and I was basically saying, like, if you're not adding value to my life and helping me grow, I'm helping you grow. I don't need you to be a part of my life.
Right.
And like for me, like say like doing like videos like this, doing my stage play, you know, hopefully I'll do another stage play next year. If I want friends that you don't have to be a part of the industry. You don't have to be. You don't have to want to do it. But at the same time, it's like if I got a friend that's got their own business.
Right.
I'm a sponsor. You could be a sponsor on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like I got you.
Right.
And for me, that's what it's like. It's a give and take relationship.
Exactly. And that.
Now it hurts when there's people that's in the same field as you who you thought were friends.
Speak on it.
Who don't like if they know something that's going on and they don't tell you about it. It's like
Speak on it.
Like oh.
Prime example, y'all. And me and Bobby met maybe a year ago.
Ooh.
Maybe
it was longer than that because it was like a year before I did my play. And I did my play almost 2 years ago. So it was like what 2018. I think.
Okay, so maybe 2017. Was my mom? No, my mom was gone. So 2018 ish. So 18, 19, 20. Me and him have known each other about 3 years and everything. I was asked to be in a play. And the director asked me, do you know anybody that can possibly do this? I'm like, yeah. I have somebody, and I gave over, his information. But that's what I'm saying. You reach out and get other people involved, and you support one another, and that's just how I feel like. And,
like I've, done different things. Like, we talk about doing like the web series and things like that. And like I've reached out to certain people, I ain't gonna say no names, and like a few different times, and it's like, is it me? Like, you don't want to work with me? Is my work not good enough?
Right.
But we supposed to be cool.
Right.
And that kind of makes me like take that step back and say, okay, maybe we're not as cool as I thought we were.
Right.
And for me, like I'm learning that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Like I got my family, I got my dog, I got my boo. Like, and it's okay. And I think that with one-sided friendships, like you have to be able to say, if they're not giving me what I need in this friendship to help me grow and to help me be a better person, maybe this friendship is not needed.
Right. And it's okay to, as you get older, to take criticism from your friends.
Yes. I feel like if you can't take criticism from your friend, then that's not a friend because you don't respect them. So it's like I want, like with the play and stuff, I don't know if I reached out to you afterwards. I was like, okay, what were your honest thoughts? Let me know exactly what you thought. What could have been better? What should I have done differently? Let me know that.
Right.
And for me, like I want to learn and grow. And it's like if you're not in a place where you want to be a better person, then you can't be a good friend.
Right. And that's, you shouldn't even be trying to think about no friendships or no relationships if you're not even in a good place for yourself. And I know, I get it. You want to be around people even when you're healing and you got your thing, but you really have to first kind of get yourself together to really be a good friend and a good person to someone else. And that's my little spill on it. Like, I love all my friends, okay? I really do. I love y'all. I do. So, do you love all your friends?
I don't have many friends.
I don't have many friends either. The little circle, maybe the little circle I have, shoot, but I love them. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to No Filter. we love y'all so much.
Yes. So like my last thoughts on it is, just be a good person, and if you good to you and you love you and you're in a good place, you can be good to other people. If somebody tell you that hey, you haven't been there like I need you to be there, take a step back and say, okay, what can I do better? And then right now with quarantine, like some shit, pick up the phone and call, text, something. Just be there, because sometimes you never know. And that's one thing I end with this. You never know what people are going through. Sometimes, like I was always stubborn in my younger days where I didn't say how I felt and what I was personally going through. But it's like I wanted to be around people to kind of forget, but I didn't share, hey, this is what I'm going through. Right. So as a friend, if you have like true friends, like be there. Listen to them. Please. And it's not, and I have a friend of mine that will sometimes send me a text message, be like, hey, I'm just checking in, making sure you're good. Like, no, don't check in and see I'm good. Just be like, hey, what's up? Yeah. How your day been? Like, just being there makes a difference. But that's all I got.
Just a little effort.
Exactly. Effort. Anything else?
I think we have talked about a lot.
We have. Hopefully we didn't confuse y'all. It went around a few places.
No, but that's good. I hope that you guys take from this opportunities to sit and, implement it in your own life, to sit and have these conversations. Maybe this is just like a little model, what you guys can do at home and, have the conversations about friendships and what it is that you're feeling and how, just kind of get it back on track,
So, we hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much. I'm sure y'all gonna take some home. I'm about to go up in here and eat me some gumbo.
Make another plate. Give me some nana pudding.
Yes. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, tell a friend. In the comments, make sure y'all let us know what y'all thought about the topic. Let us know any one-sided friendships y'all may have. Let us know y'all's story. Follow us on Instagram at No Filter the Show, Facebook at No Filter, and y'all already should be on YouTube right now. So like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.